welcome to the business segment. The business report begins in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lots to share with you in the business report today. As of May 27, 2024, investors who utilized the Jamaica Stock Exchange would have noticed a pair of profound changes to its operations. We'll start with the longer trading hours. The new trading hours are now from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Mondays to Fridays, facilitating an extension of trading hours from 3.5 to 5 hours, providing investors with more time to buy and sell securities on the stock market, which, according to Dr. Marlene Street Forrest, Managing Director of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, brings Jamaica in alignment with international standards and has the potential to realize significant benefits to the Jamaican market. Stockbroker Ryan Strawn provides additional context.
The thing with the expanded trading hours I expect to be particularly beneficial because, one, it takes Jamaica into the modern times. The U.S. market is open from 9 to 4, which is a period of 7 hours, and as such, more trades can be done. It also has impacts for the releasing of earnings reports. So whereas in Jamaica you could have an earnings report released at 1:30 or 2 o'clock, now it has to be after. In the US, actually, you have earnings calls happening after 3 p.m. if the market happens to close at 3, with daylight savings, or after 4 p.m. So all it is really is bringing the two markets, and the US being the dominant stock market globally, is bringing the JSE and the New York Stock Exchange / NASDAQ into alignment, which I think will augur well for how the JSE is perceived.
So that's fairly straightforward. Increased hours of operation, in theory, holds the potential to increase the convenience and volume of trade conducted on any given day.
With increased trading hours, deals can actually be struck at the start of business or before and be concluded by the close of business with this longer window. So generally speaking, I expect there to be an increase in activity, or in addition to the facilitation of activity and alignment with global trends. So on the surface, it could appear innocuous to the average person, but for us in the community, we welcome it because anything that means greater access is going to be beneficial in the end.
So there's that. But what exactly is a T+1 settlement cycle? And why is it a big deal? T+1 means transaction date plus 1 day, and as defined by the JSE, the T+1 settlement cycle means that your broker must settle your trades within 1 day of the transaction, when previously it was 2. The JSE describes the benefits of the shortening of the settlement cycle as enabling the quicker receipt of cash or securities for investors, a reduction of the Jamaica Central Securities Depository's credit and settlement risk, increased market liquidity, operational process improvements, as well as reduced foreign exchange risk in US dollar transactions.
This is significant for a few reasons. So firstly, the USA moved its settlement period to T+1 as well, but that was partly in response to the GameStop meme stock, I think AMC was another one, saga of 2021. The real benefits of the settlement period would be a more efficient usage of capital. One would be more unlikely or be less likely to have capital floating around in between the execution of a trade and the closure of it. So it will drive increased efficiency and usage of capital within the stock brokerage community and their bank accounts.
However, for Strawn, the major benefit is the harmonization it brings among major markets internationally.
On the surface, it could appear innocuous to the average person, but for us in the community, we welcome it because anything that means greater access is going to be beneficial in the end. And with Jamaica being T+1, the USA being T+1, we're once again aligned and on the cutting edge. Jamaica hasn't seen a meme stock explosion like a GameStop in in recent times, or for the most part. I want to hope that is not the case here. But nevertheless, advanced markets and economies are still based on robust stock markets, and I think this is a big step in achieving that status.
And that was your business report. I'm Joel Crosskill.
That was your business report. Stay with us. News continues in a moment.